Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a bit of a reaction on the road here. Just back to the car from Wembley. And Man United are through to the FA Cup final in Erik Ten Hag's first season in charge. We won the League Cup. We're in the FA Cup final. The Europa League, that was a disappointment. But I'll tell you what, we've had adversity plenty of times this season. I won't mention all those games. You know what we've had every single time? Response. That there today was not really a pretty game, I'll be honest. It was absolutely horrendous to watch. The penalties, as soon as we went to penalties. Look, De Gea, after being in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons in midweek, Erik Ten Hag adapted how Man United played. We played direct today. We kept hoofing it because, you know what, you play with what you've got. But De Gea made some crucial saves. And I will always praise a player when they play well. And that's the best part of De Gea's game. But we don't have to get bunged down into the sort of nuances of the game. It's just to see Man United doing that. As I said, it was 0-0. It went to pens. It was a horrendous game to watch, but I leave with a big smile on my face. And now on the 3rd of June, there's a Manchester derby in the FA Cup final. That's going to be a serious game. I'm going to that bad boy. But what's your reaction to, look, the penalty takers as well? One thing I want to say is immediately, well done Jadon Sancho, well done Marcus Rashford. Both of them missing in the the Euros final for England at Wembley. They would have been remembering those nerves going up. It was down the Brighton end as well. All the penalties were bang on. Lindelof, Dalot, Weghorst, Casemiro going up first as well. Sabitzer. Look, fair play to United there. As I said, it was a game where we were obviously tired. We played like we were tired. Oh no, Leon's got some serious headlights going on there. Looks like I'm in the red light district now. Anyway, back to the match reaction. It's a random one, isn't it? In the car, say hello to Dave. My main man, Dave, right? He's every single time he's ever been to a United game, they've won. Never lost. So he's now.
You know I'm going to the final.
He's just got himself a free ticket to the final.
You know I just completely jinxed it as well.
Yeah, you have. Look, I'm just happy. I'm happy. That was a game. If you watch how the game played, Moises Caicedo played like you would expect Moises Caicedo. Brighton we weren't pressing. We played like as I said, we played tired. Bruno going off. I haven't seen anything in the news. I haven't looked at any of the comments. It was a bit of a strange one, that. I'm guessing that Bruno wasn't 100% fit. That was the reason he was taken off. But Weghorst came on and he scored the penalty. Fair play. Like, was it... Their keeper made a blinding save from Rashford right towards the end. We had a couple of chances. Casemiro played like leggy Casemiro again today, didn't he? 4 or 5 times he got caught in possession. And I think that pretty much sums up how Manchester United played all over the park. We were a little bit laboured. We were a little bit slow. I think I know Brighton had the lion's share of possession. It was like 68-32, something like that. But it doesn't matter because we got the result. And that was a game where the result, of course it is. Football's a results-driven business, don't need to tell you that. But the result was way more important than the performance. And I think Ten Hag got the result he wanted. Would he be delighted with the performance? I don't think that really matters too much. Not in cup semi-finals, as long as you get what you need at the end of it. And now, Manchester, as I said, can we just take a little second here to step back? And I know there's been some serious setbacks this year, but it's almost like it's the first year of Ten Hag's tenure. And it's almost like we don't have the squad to cope with the way that he wants to play football. But fair play to him because he adapted there today. We could have tried what we did against Sevilla, played out from the back and got caught napping. And I think if we had done that against Brighton, they probably would have punished us. I don't think we won a header until Weghorst came on. Every single time it was lumped long, but then it was less threatening. And we didn't concede. I'm just happy. FA Cup final against City, by the way, is going to be an absolute monster of a game. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that might be the only reason that they don't win a fucking treble. Imagine how much is riding on that game. I don't think you really need to talk about who was man of the match there overall. It was just after I'm going to call it an atrocity that we saw against Sevilla. Like just the level of performance, everybody's heads dipped. But again, the players came back. And I think that adds to the record, by the way. Every single time that Casemiro, Eriksen and Bruno have started together, we've never lost. I think, if I'm correct, that's now 18 games. We've won 16 and we've drawn 2 of them. And I'm going to go back to that. And that's probably going to be my final comment here for this match reaction is, in Ten Hag's first season in charge, and look, by the way, Spurs absolutely getting trounced by Newcastle. That now means that we go to Spurs Stadium on Thursday night, 6 points clear of Spurs with 2 games in hand. If we win there on Thursday, top 4 is secured. In my opinion, I don't think it is mathematically, but it pretty much is. And in Ten Hag's first season, it looks like we're going to finish top 4. It looks like we've won the League Cup. We have won the League Cup, and we're in the FA Cup final. Imagine, and it can definitely happen. Imagine that Ten Hag's first season finishes with 2 domestic cup trophies and a top 4 finish. I think that would be pretty much out of everybody's expectations. Delighted with the win. Bring on the FA Cup final. And penalties. I hate penalties. But big up to Victor Lindelof. What a penalty that was.